Project Apocalypse is a low-poly top-down apocalyptic shooter made by me, myself, and I. This video is being made about a month after I started the development of my indie game, and the progress has been smooth so far. It felt like instantly the player had smooth moving functions. Wherever your mouse was, the player would face that direction. W, A, S, and D moves your player front, back, left, and right, all based on the way you're facing. Collisions aren't glitchy, the player doesn't walk through walls or objects, and the player instantly responds to your controls. The animation in this game might look a little funny from a 3D view, or from a side view of any sort, but the animations are designed to be seen from the top, which is the only perspective you will see throughout the entire game. From the top, animations look smooth and will transition from one to another when you do things like switching from walking to running. The test player model as seen here, Bill, was made in Unity, along with all the other models in this game. I prefer to use Unity directly to make the models instead of using modeling programs like Blender or SketchUp. I did this partially because I didn't have much experience with any modeling program, but mostly because if there was a problem in the model, I could fix it then and there in Unity. Also, making everything out of cubes in Unity kinda gave me my theme, a low poly style which I think can go with almost any game type. About half a month in development, I made gun models for 2 assault rifles and 2 pistols. I worked on implementing a way to tell my player what weapons it had based on numbers, or in other words, item IDs. Soon after, I had a reliable way to give myself any weapon through numbers, and I made 5 slots to hold those weapons. The first and second slots could hold rifles, the third sidearms, the fourth melee weapons, and the fifth I saved for extras like grenades and mines, which I haven't implemented into the game yet. Shooting took time to put together, but eventually it both worked and looked good. The hardest part though was making the inventory system for picking up weapons, switching them out, and using them. But after I got that, I pretty much had the hard part of the core gameplay done. I made 4 new gun models and rigged them up to my system. Now I have 8 working guns and 0 melee weapons or extras. Fast forward a bit later, I started practice on making enemy zombie AI that followed you around. The AI was capable of maneuvering around objects and getting to its destination. If there was no route to get to its destination, it would just stay still, though I might change this in the future to spice up gameplay somehow. After all, this is not the final product, and the zombie will be getting countless updates to its system until release. The zombie is very important to my game. 2 whole modes depend on them. 1, the zombie wave survival mode, and 2, the zombie clearing level campaign. As groups and bunches of them clump up, their programming separates them from each other so they don't pile up into mini zombies clipped inside of each other. I already made a quick damage system for them, but they are not yet able to affect the player. This game has no name, nor release date at the moment. I didn't say it earlier, but after I got inventory system working, I made many attempts to achieve LAN multiplayer capabilities. I watched and read several tutorials and looked everywhere I could. In the end, I somewhat succeeded to make 2 players able to connect to a LAN server and be able to control themselves from different computers. But in doing this, I had to change much of my code and I didn't know what I was typing half the time. So I took what I accomplished so far and I stuffed it into a file to never be seen again. Maybe if this game gets enough support, I might take a couple weeks of my time to try to learn multiplayer code and implement it after release. But until release, and most likely after this game, will just be an awesome single-player zombie-slaying top-down apocalyptic indie game, and your support will be the greatest help along the way through development. Anyways, just some things to keep in mind. I am looking for artists to make 2D art for this game. If you have some experience or even think you might be able to put some art together for the game, please go to my blog page and click the Contact Us button. There, just fill out some information and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Don't be expecting any payment in any currency though. I don't have a budget for this game and I'm not looking for a team or partner for more than one project. The artists who will be chosen for the art in the game will have their name as a shout out on the blog page, of course, and mainly they will get full credit for their UI art in the game. The person also has an opportunity to have any of their social media accounts listed beside their name in the credits area. As for the future of the blog site, I hope to be posting every 1 to 2 weeks, along with releasing updates and along with releasing updates on my social media accounts. Once again, your support is greatly appreciated and I hope to see you in the next post. One thing to mind about this devlog is I am very sorry about all the p and tuss during that entire thing. I have a new mic and I'm still kind of like figuring out how far away from my face it has to be and how loud I have to speak into it. So as devlogs go by, and hopefully on the next one I'll be speaking a lot clearer and a lot better than all that, but at the time I'm very busy right now with putting the whole game together and all that sort of stuff that I really don't feel like changing and going back over the script, also because I kind of deleted the script. So, to clarify that last sentence over there, which was kind of a little bit iffy to hear and all that sort of stuff, your support is greatly appreciated, and any sort of way to follow this, share this, anything would be wonderful. And I will hopefully not be reading from a script at first or next time, because this time I was just completely nervous and I've never really done anything like this. I've had 2 releases to before. I made one when I was 12 of a crappy game with a really stupid soundtrack to it, which I made with, I can't remember what I made it with. It was just some like little, it wasn't exactly crappy, I was just crappy at using it. Some sort of site that made music. And my second one, I'm pretty sure I used copyright music from Red Dead Redemption 2 on it, which I didn't know was a well-known thing that people would actually recognize. So this would be my first release, and the support is it really is honestly just so important to me for this entire time. And if you have any suggestions for what I should do with my voice and how far this needs to be from my face for the next couple devlogs, please comment it in any way, shape, or form you can, because constructive criticism is practically what I live off of for about everything I do. Anyways, I hope to see you in the next devlog, and thank you for watching.